Stalking the Princess. Advanced Psychodynamics.
Hello, Pipsqueaks.
Pip twirled around and smiled at the camera.
What are you up to today? Well, I've got a lot of packages from you after the last stream, so I guess today we'll do some unboxing. But first, I'm gonna show you some of my newest dance moves.
She spun around.
Turns out, incorporating wings gives a lot of new opportunities. Thanks for the subs, by the way.
She looked at the chat and froze in midair. She blinked, taking a closer look at the messages.
Hey, Pip, have you seen Zephyr Heights' newest streamer?
Did you know your sister started a stream?
Move over, Pip. There's a new princess in town.
Are you gonna stream with your mom?
You gotta see this, lol.
Pip furrowed her eyebrows.
What? Zipp is streaming? Where?
She grabbed her phone and started a search.
Someone give me a link! A link! Kingdom for a link!
She looked at the chat, but there were only a few new messages.
It's not your kingdom, Pip. After what we watched here, it'll never be yours. At the hottest stuff in town over your dead body. We can neither confirm nor deny. Oh my, are you Pip's mom?
MILF Chaser 96 is banned. Pip sighed and went back to searching. After a few minutes, she finally found it.
Okay,
she said, splitting the screen to let her pipsqueaks look at Zipp's stream.
We'll do a little reaction stream, I guess. Let's see what Zipp has in store.
Zipp's stream started. Pip immediately cringed. There were far less cameras in front of Zipp, and as far as she could tell, it wasn't exactly 60 frames per second. The lighting was off, and the interior of Zipp's lab didn't exactly provide the best environment for streaming.
She has a lot to learn,
Pip said.
Hello?
Zipp looked at the camera with a nervous smile.
I see there's already 100 of you, which is strange since the previous stream was watched by like 10 ponies. And I'm sure Hitch was one of them.
Pip rolled her eyes.
Why doesn't he look at me?
She stared at the chat.
No, you jelly is definitely not the right answer. Anyways, it's cool to see that so many ponies are interested in aerodynamics.
Zipp looked at the large box behind her.
So, after the last stream, I got some mail. By the way, don't send me used ones. It's not hygienical. Used what?
Pip shuddered, remembering the horrors of her own fan mail. Some of her pipsqueaks could be very creative. Over the years, she learned to have the guards check the incoming packages, leaving only a few innocent, yet embarrassing items to spice up the stream. Zipp cleared her throat.
As some of you know, when flying at high altitudes, low temperature may become an issue. Thus, warm clothes are necessary in order to avoid freezing your hoofs off, hypothermia, and other health problems. However, when performance is also one of your goals, you can't just put anything on yourself and call it a day. At higher speeds, aerodynamic drag becomes a problem.
Cringing, Pip looked at her chat.
Did she say drag? Can you say that here?
A small pipsqueak she/her, go back to school. Jeez. If Haven wasn't aerodynamic enough, would she be a drag queen?
You're not banned only because we were amused by this.
Pip turned to the screen, wondering where Zipp was going with this.
So, my drag coefficient generally depends on my Mach number. I can mock you under any number.
Pip muttered.
But generally, it's about 0.614519333, and a lot of threes after that.
Zipp said.
However, as we found out, during the previous stream, thick woolen socks raised it to 0.8, which is simply unacceptable. The cotton socks ended up with 0.77, which is not ideal either. Today, we're gonna try more socks, including the ones that you sent.
Pip froze, her phone nearly slipping out of her hoof.
Try more socks?
Zipp unpacked the first package.
Nice pink striped socks, made of,
She probed the socks with her hoof.
Something? We'll have to find out if we want them properly tested.
She put on the socks and pranced in front of the camera, showing first her front legs to it, then turning her back to the screen to show her hind legs.
They're very comfortable.
Pip sat in front of the screen, her face bright red. She could see the chat quickly filling with messages, but right now, she couldn't bring herself to pay attention to it.
Holy shit,
she whispered. Pip flew across the corridors of the castle like her mother whenever Royal Vineyards sent a new shipment of wine. She was rather used to walking, and even when she flew, she usually did it at a dignified speed. Far too slow for her drag coefficient to become an issue. Now, banking at the turns and narrowly avoiding smearing herself all over the walls, Pip wasn't just moving at a great speed, she was speed. This, as it turned out, proved to be a problem. Pip scared a bunch of the servants and narrowly avoided an inconveniently placed fruit cart before bursting through the closed door. This dazzled her for a moment, but despite ages of being unable to fly, Pegasi were still evolutionarily resistant to concussion. Much like woodpeckers, dragons, and sprout, the latter due to an incredibly thick skull. Thus Pip kept flying, until she broke through the door of Zipp's lab, did a rather erratic barrel roll, entered a flat spin, and crash-landed on the floor.
You okay there?
Zipp asked, walking to her. Pip stood up and rubbed her temples.
I couldn't stop. Well, that's basic physics.
Zipp turned to the camera.
Momentum. It's a product of mass and speed. With great speed comes great responsibility, especially if your mass is also a great factor.
Pip tilted her head, trying to comprehend Zipp's words. She got nothing, so she looked at her phone, specifically the chat. She said you're fat, lol. Pip furrowed her eyebrows.
Did you imply that I'm fat? No, I said you have great momentum,
Zipp replied.
That's why once you get going, it's hard to stop. Great top speed, great acceleration, handles like a freight train. You should come here more often. I teach your aerodynamic braking. I don't want to learn about it,
Pip said.
In fact, you're doing it wrong. What?
Zipp asked, looking at the socks that she was holding in her hoof.
I'm using the scientific method. I mean streaming, you dumbass!
Pip sighed and rolled her eyes.
If you're going to show yourself in sexy socks, make it a bit more of a show of that! Interact with the chat more! I have a chat?
Zipp asked. Pip pointed at one of the countless screens behind Zipp's cameras.
Oh, these guys!
Zipp looked at the screen.
I thought it was some sort of trotting test. Some of them fail.
Pip groaned.
You need to talk with them, not to them,
she said.
Say, hello, chat.
Zipp smiled sheepishly.
Hello, chat. Hello. Hi, Zipp. You look cute, Zipp. Put your mom in socks.
Hello, your highness. 96 Resock film is banned.
Boom and Zoom, would you and Thunder find and arrest this guy? We have a few questions for him. Aye, aye, your highness. See?
Pip said.
They're mostly friendly. Now, it's showtime. What showtime?
Zipp asked.
I'm just testing socks in the aerodynamic tunnel because I'm cold. Cold, right.
Pip rolled her eyes.
I flew as high as I could a few times and I was never cold. Well, you have some more insulation.
Zipp slapped Pip's butt and smirked at her.
Hey!
Pip stared in horror as the chat overflowed with messages. Oof.
Slap.
The slap.
Please tell me I have a clip of this. Pip slap. I have a clip.
Slow motion.
At Sneaky Sneakers, we have a job to do. Did your mom spank you when we... At the hottest stuff in town, we got him. He's 15 at best. Show his parents the chat logs. This will be the most appropriate punishment. Oh, great!
Pip turned to Zipp, her face red.
Now I'm going to be the meme of the week.
Zipp shrugged.
Aren't you always the meme of the week?
Now, it was Pip's turn for a sheepish smile.
Well, yes, but you don't always get to be the butt of the joke, huh?
Zipp deadpanned. Pip decided not to even look at how the chat reacted to this, especially since someone just sent her a clip of Zipp slapping her butt.
Hope you're happy now,
she said, her voice dripping with sarcasm.
The comments claim thirsty pipsqueaks got hospitalized due to severe nosebleed. I don't get it,
Zipp said, looking at the clip.
I just pointed out your insulation, which is likely a reason why you're not getting cold at high altitudes.
Pip looked at Zipp unsurely.
Some of my fans would really like to, see us together. Well, we're together right now.
Zipp said.
Yeah?
Pip replied.
Alone in the remote lab, you're about to put on some sexy socks. Pipsqueaks get wrong ideas, sometimes.
She chuckled.
How wrong? They write stories about us, Zipp.
Pip blushed.
Really?
Zipp asked.
Can I read them? No.
Pip replied. Man, Zipp is so clueless in this. I figured she probably would be, but I still laughed when Pip called her a dumbass. Anyways, let's get on to our super smart donators. Top donators are 630, J10 Man, Only One Thing, Ceru, Orion, and IronSky. Darkside, Rayden, Narwhals, Blackmoonheart, Pastel Skies, Austin, Rolan, Stu Hex, Stortbrother, Mordred, Omicron, Lyre, Will, Chris, Twiggy, Ride Soul, Badass Waffle, Shadow Moon, Luigi88, and many more amazing people. Thank you all so much for watching this video and live life to the fullest.